Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. Sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
second and goal.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Steps away. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the handoff, it's Mack. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
He was
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. On the give, this is Mack. They find some open field here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. They take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
6-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. That will be incomplete.
Herbert's pass intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We're scoreless after 1.
The first quarter with no score.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Mack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Mack. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He's brought down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
First and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. First and goal from just inside the 5. A carry here for Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
On the return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Gronkowski.
Gronk's first catch, good for a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
On first and 10, here's Kaepernick. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Cook. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Williams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 50. 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Herbert. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Now he's into the clear. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Try to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to move.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 30.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
A decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He throws it and gets the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The ball carrier.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And the
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Marlon Mack.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Bills nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And my goodness, Vegas, another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Bills nothing. Justin.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
Number 20.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Have got him. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Trey Flowers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Herbert. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
22 yards on the pickup there, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later. And make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Bills nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
He was brought down by Jeff Gladney. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Hamler now on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And
his 3rd interception, picked off by Justin Coleman. This all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it with Mack. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Looking to run with Mack. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. They'll try and run. Here's Mack. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Crowder. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Jalen Smith, who worked through to make that stop.
The 16-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Bills.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a
chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time.
And now here's another interception. That's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're going to pass here with Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Las Vegas, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, but it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. And he Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.